and we're going to talk about Q4, all of the special holiday events that we have coming up, some good products that we should be selling, and all of the best advice that we can offer to you. And when I say we, I'm not just talking about myself this time. We have a very special live Q&A, and this time it's also with Daniel from AutoDS, the mentor and the e-commerce store manager. So, Daniel, first of all, before we get started, thank you for being here in this live. How are you today?
Hello, Liran. Hello, everybody. I'm very happy to be here with you. It's not first time we are together on AutoDS channel, so I'm very happy to be here. And today will be very special because we are on the most profitable season of the year, and we have a lot of suggestions and tips to give to everybody are watching us today.
Right, right. And the reason that we're doing it is because it's simply the best time of the year to be an e-commerce store owner, to be a drop shipper. And, we've got 4 quarters in a year, and this fourth quarter is always the best. So if you've been here in the last Q4s, you know exactly what we mean. But if you're new here, then ask us your questions in the live chat, and we will also address you guys when we're nearing the second half of this live Q&A. So as you guys know, it's a tradition. I answer you guys' questions, and I help you guys with the best of my ability. And today, I've got this special extra bonus for you guys where we have our mentor Daniel joining along. So if you guys have been wondering, who the mentor is and what kind of help and advice he can give you, don't miss this live Q&A. So we're happy to be here with you guys. The big topic for today, of course, as I mentioned, is Q4. We've got some holidays. Well, I mean, some holidays already passed us, like October. We had, of course, on October 31st, we had Halloween, and it was a great, great holiday. Sales were through the roof. We had a really fun time selling all of the Halloween products like costumes and inflatables and party decorations and trick-or-treat bags and all of that. But that's behind us now. And what we have coming up is bigger than Halloween. It's better than Halloween. And that, of course, is Christmas in December. So sales are going to go through the roof. And, it's going to be all kinds of products, but we're not here just to talk about products. There's a lot to know about your e-commerce store, how to prepare it correctly. Before we jump into it, I want to show you guys something that's really, really cool. So far, hello to everyone who's joining the live Q&A. I can see all of you guys. So hello, John Reynolds. Hello, Sagar. Hello, Christina. I know that some of you guys joined a little bit early because of daylight savings time, but this is the time right now for the live Q&A. So I'm going to share my screen because I want to show you guys something before we actually get started with the good stuff for Q4. But don't waste any time. Ask your questions. Let us know what you guys want to know, where you guys need help in the live chat, and we'll get to your questions before everyone else who's going to ask after you. So don't waste time. Ask your questions now, and we'll address it first. Okay, guys, what we're looking at right here is the Christmas chart, okay, on Google Trends, the Christmas search term, how popular this keyword is. So, of course, throughout the whole year, we've got pretty much nothing. This is going 12 months back, right? So 12 months ago, on December 19th, of course, Christmas peaked. And this is the search in the United States. But even if I change it to worldwide, you guys are going to see similar figures. So it doesn't matter if you're dropshipping to the US audience or to the worldwide audience, because right now, you see, I just switched to worldwide and the graph looks pretty much the same because Christmas, of course, is not celebrated only in the United States. So if you're not targeting the US, you're still very much in the game. So here's what we got. So last year on November 14th, it was already starting to peak. So right now, today, at this moment, we're on November 9th. And look what's happening right here. It's on its way up. Okay, so if we could go back to November 9th, it would have been around the same spot where it's at right now. What's going to happen is it's going to keep rising, right? And it's going to go up to 100. Have no doubt about that. So if you haven't prepared your stores yet, now is the best time. And that's it. So after watching this live, you guys need to go and prepare your stores if you haven't done so yet. How to prepare the right way? That's what we're going to go over in this live Q&A. Hello to everyone who's joining. Hello, 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀. Yep, I can see your guys' questions. We're going to get to all of that once again. Ask your questions, and we're going to get to all of it. So, Daniel, before we go to the questions in the live chat, while the people are still joining this live Q&A, let's start talking about what we need to do to prepare our stores for Q4 the right way. Let's start with the shipping times. So what can you tell us about, what's going to happen regarding shipping times during Q4, during this busy holiday season?
One important thing that everybody should do when the season is starting is not just taking care of to increase sales. That is of course very important, but is also critical to understand that we need to prepare ourselves not just about sales but about everything is around the store. This means customer service, supplier, and everything, because when we have increase of sales, of course whole the part of our job are going to change, are going to increase, and we need to be ready for this. One example can be the shipping times. We work all the year, all the summer, because we are coming from summer, maybe with very fast shipping times because suppliers like Walmart, AliExpress are giving us very fast delivery to our hard items, and we are giving to customers, of course, 2-3 days delivery maybe, but this most of the time is not possible under Christmas because suppliers are getting a lot of orders, not just from us, but from all the sellers, all the customers, and this means that they will need more times to process orders. For example, Amazon every year put like banner on the website that inform the users that the orders could be late. So as Amazon take care of their customers doing this, we should do the same on our stores. So it's very useful to increase our shipping times and our idling time a little bit under the season or before the season to be sure to deliver in time. Also, we have on AutoDS platform very useful tool for this, the dynamic policy. So the system can do automatically for us on this. I strongly suggest to use this.
Okay. Okay. So one of the solutions for the long shipping times, which is obvious, right? It makes sense. We've got a holiday coming up. The suppliers are gonna get orders like crazy, the manufacturers, and they're gonna have a hard time putting up with quick shipping times that we're used to having between Q1 to Q3. So now in Q4, we're preparing for longer shipping times. And one of the ways to do it, as to your advice, is to just update your customers or make sure that they know that during the holidays we have longer shipping times, and that is completely fine. It's completely legit. Big companies like you mentioned, like Amazon, are also doing a similar thing. And Amazon is not from China. Amazon is from the US, and even in huge countries with huge demand and huge buying power in the United States, even they have fulfillment problems during Q4. So it's a worldwide issue, and customers around the world know this. But we need to make sure that they also know it coming from our stores. So if you guys are having stores, if you guys are hosting stores in websites like Shopify and Wix and WooCommerce, then you're going to have to, of course, update your policies there, update your policy pages. On eBay, you can simply do it on eBay through your business policies on eBay, and just update your handling time, update your shipping times. But don't forget after the holiday to bring it back to what it was before. One tip that I can add here also is once Christmas is over, don't stop selling. I mean, you can stop selling Christmas products because people are not going to sell them, but all the other products that sold well during Christmas that are not Christmas related are still probably going to continue selling well during the month of January. January usually continues the sales through December. So keep your products active. Don't close your stores just yet if you're creating quick stores for quick money during Christmas, because the sales usually also continue through January. Another advice that I can add here is to also add multiple suppliers, because even if you update your shipping times, you're gonna have stock shortages, right? And in order to put up with stock shortages, one of the ways to put up with that is to work with multiple suppliers. And that way, if your stock ever runs out on one product and you're making sales off of that one product, it's great that you have automation tools like AutoDS that will take that product out of stock. But what if you wanted to go back in stock? So go find other suppliers that are selling that product or a similar one to it, okay, and add that product instead. Don't just let your best sellers die out when the stock runs out. You can always find other suppliers that can sell that product or a similar one to it, and that way you're going to maintain. You're going to keep up with your sales and profits. Daniel, what do you have to say about stock shortages during Q4?
This could be a little problematic under Christmas, especially for specific categories. For example, let's say toys that, of course, they are selling like crazy, especially on the first 2 weeks of December, and can happen, as we know, the software scan the suppliers, but there is a kind of limitation of time that is 60 minutes, or in general, maybe you can get very huge amount of sales. I remember that the first year I started to drop ship, I got thousands of sales of one specific toy, and I was not on the laptop at that moment, but I was very excited about the sales. But when I got to laptop, I saw that was already out of stock after a few hours, and this was a big problem. So it's very important to have the minimum quantity on AutoDS. We have this option to minimum quantity stock on the supplier, and I would also suggest to increase this number. For my stores, for example, I usually use 3 as numbers during the year, or 2, but under Christmas I will keep at least 5, and this should give us a little protection. And it's also very important because it can happen, of course, to cancel orders. If we get a lot of orders that we need to cancel, it's better to split them in few days and not all together on the store, especially if we sell on Facebook or eBay. If we sell on Shopify, it's a little different. You can cancel more orders together, but on the platform, it is important to not make too many cancellation together. This is just a tip because can happen during the Christmas. Is normal. Don't panic, guys. It's totally normal. It's part of the business, and it's important to handle communicating with customers, sending message, maybe calling customers is totally normal, and communication is the key on this time of the year.
Well, I completely agree. Communication is key. It's always been the key. It's one of the biggest reasons why your dropshipping business or your e-commerce business will stay here for the long run and not just for a few quick sales. Always letting your customers in the loop, letting them know what's going on, and of course, if there are any problems, try to avoid as many order cancellations as possible. As Daniel suggested, you can look for multiple suppliers. You can look for other products that are similar to them and offer them to your customers instead of having your finger quick on the trigger and just quick to cancel orders just because that one supplier doesn't have them. You're going to make more sales during the season, and you're going to enjoy those sales, and you'll have a much better fulfilled feeling when you're actually able to fulfill those orders and not having to cancel them. And one of the things that I can also add here is to add order automation. So if you're not using systems like platforms like AutoDS to automate your orders as soon as they come in, so while you're sleeping at night, a customer sends you an order, that order gets fulfilled even while you sleep. And I think that's just the best way to go around. Once I entered order automation, I couldn't look back. And I used to fulfill all of my orders manually one by one. And that's another great way to wake up in the morning and see that your orders are already shipped or already ordered instead of just seeing it out of stock, because that's just what happens during Christmas. Okay, so we already talked about stock shortages, long shipping times. I want to talk about some of the best-selling products. Before that, I just want to say hello to everyone who's joined the live Q&A, I see you all. Hello, BJ Schultz. I remember you from all the previous live Q&As. Hello to everyone that I haven't said hello to yet. I see all of you. I see your questions. Ask me all of your questions. How to make it through Q4, how to maximize your sales profit and potential during this crazy and wonderful holiday season, our favorite season of the year to be e-commerce store owners and drop shippers. So bestsellers during the holidays. Daniel, what would you say are the best categories right now?
So, of course, as we said, toys and Christmas decorations are on the top of this, and but there are also other options. When we talk about toys, we are not just talking about toys on itself, but as a gift. So everything that can be a good gift, for example, let's say books, and of course can be another good options because they are used to be a good gift for Christmas, and I saw an increase under this season books as well, and the toys. But also, as I said before, it's not just about Christmas, but about be prepared for all the seasons. And the seasons is not ending the Christmas days, but it's also January and February. Usually, most of the sellers have a little decrease on January and February, but if we are smart, we can continue to sell a lot, and maybe we can also increase. What does it mean, be smart? Means just following the market. If we are smart, we can also increase. What does it mean, be smart? Means just following the market. If we are smart, we can also increase. What does it mean, be smart? Means just following the market. If we are smart, we can also increase. and we need to understand that the market is made by people. So what is happening after the holidays is that people are starting new goals for new year, like sport, like diet, like going to the gym, and so it's a good idea to start to sell products around these things, around these habits from people. So we can start to list sport items, tools for gym, integrations for diet, and all these products are all of them are selling very well on January, and until February I saw always a huge spike on these products. So toys, sport items, diet integration, books, all of them are good choice.
Okay, that's great advice, and I want to show you guys some methods of finding products now. But yeah, that's definitely some good advice. When you learn, when you're a seasoned seller and you've been here for a while, you learn to leverage the market, and you learn to leverage the market by simply knowing what direction the market is moving towards. And one of the best things that I love about the dropshipping business model is that you can switch 1,000 products like this and like that in just a second. You don't have to try to sell inventory that you still have on your shelf. You don't have to get rid of all that money that you spent before you are able to spend new money on new products. You can just do it all in a matter of seconds, especially with quick product importing, right? But in any case, it's one of the things that I love about the dropshipping business model. And when you learn about, when you're a beginner, right, when you're a new drop shipper and you're importing products to your store, you're not sure what's going to sell, what won't sell. You're kind of testing the market. You're kind of just shooting arrows in the dark. And one of the best things about it is the more you practice at it, the better you get at it. And suddenly you have sales starting to come in from a specific category at a specific time of the year. And then you need to tag those products. Okay, if you're using AutoDS, tag those products and know what season it's selling at. Write down that season so that next year when that season comes, you'll be prepared for it before it arrives, and you'll know exactly what products to add to your stores. Now, there are 4 seasons in a year, and every season there are new product trends and categories that sold last year during the season are going to peak again during this year. And when you learn about those cycles and learn about those categories that are selling well during those seasons, that is when you're going to leverage the market the best way. And every year it just keeps getting better and better because you're learning from experience. And that's one of the best parts about this model that I really, really love about it. Before we move on talking about Q4, Daniel, I just want to show a quick way that I like to find products, okay, especially for Christmas. I'm going to show 2 methods. Okay, I'm going to start with our new marketplace. Okay, it's in beta right now, but it's right here on AutoDS. You guys can see it as soon as you log in, and you can just simply find the hot products right here, right away. You don't have to do anything. Just you'll automatically go to the marketplace, and you can hover over the products, seeing hot products right here, right? We can keep scrolling to the right to see more, and you can even import them in just one click, right here. Just click on upload draft, shipping time 1 to 4 days, 2 to 10 days. Now, the thing is, you guys are seeing Amazon right now as a supplier. You'll see Amazon and AliExpress. Soon, you're going to have private suppliers here. And only you, the AutoDS member, only you are going to have exclusive access to these products that these private wholesale suppliers are allowing you to resell. So if you want to open up a new eBay store, you can go ahead and do that and not have to worry about getting any temporary suspensions because they see that you're starting retail dropshipping right away, or for any other reason. But having exclusive access to a private supplier is going to differentiate you from the competition in the best way that I can think of. This is what you want as a dropshipper. So you have all the categories here. We got home and garden, we got home improvement and tools. And once again, the importing process is really quick. Of course, you can also click on the product to get more information like specifications, shipping and return policies, product reviews, where it ships from, all the variations, and so forth. And once again, import in just one click. So all of that is easy. Another tool that I really like to use is the new and improved and revised AliExpress Dropshipping Center. If you guys didn't know about it, AliExpress had a dropshipping center last year, and I think also 2 years ago. It had a lot of bugs. It wasn't always working so well. It wasn't always updated. And then AliExpress simply shuttered it down. And then everybody started asking, what happened to the AliExpress dropshipping center? Well, now it's back. It's new and improved and revised. So if you guys want to get to the AliExpress Dropshipping Center, just go to your AliExpress account, okay? Log into your account, hover over the account right here on the top right, and click on My Orders. And then here on the left side, you're going to see DS Center. That's the Dropshipping Center. Now, if you guys, I'm going to zoom in because I don't know if you guys can see it. So it's right here on the left side, DS Center. And all you have to do, of course, is click on it. But if you guys don't see the DS Center, then simply buy a few products on AliExpress because you probably haven't bought from them before. And if you have bought a few products, reach out to their support, let them know that you're a dropshipper and that you would like access to their dropshipping center, and they will activate it for you. Now, what you can do here in the dropshipping center is simply amazing. Okay, right now I'm just on Find Products. You also have Top Selection, but Find Products also shows you products that are trending right now. And what I like about the AliExpress Dropshipping Center is you can simply hover over a product and see its sales history chart. So you can see that the product is trending right now. Like these espresso cups have a 34.5% growth rate in the last 7 days. So the difference between using the Dropshipping Center, so you would say, why do I need the Dropshipping Center? I could just search for espresso cups and, you know, get to the listing from here. So why do I need the Dropshipping Center? Because here you have products that may have trended 2 years ago and 3 years ago. You don't see the sales history. You don't see if it's been trending in the last week or two. But that is what you are getting from the AliExpress Dropshipping Center. And you also have these items described, ratings, communications, shipping speed, all from one screen. All you have to do is hover over the product. So this is one of the things that I love about the AliExpress Dropshipping. So you can simply find the best product ideas to sell right now. The products that are trending now, not products that trended 6 months ago or 1 year ago. And of course, you got the product rating, how much it's sold. If you click on it, you'll go to the product listing. Okay, and you can also copy the URL. Okay, I'm just going to copy it right here. And then I can click right here. I can go back to the Dropshipping Center and click on Go to Analyze. I'm not going to do it on this Pikachu because we can't really sell Pikachu. But let's go to this humidifier right here. Okay, so I'm going to click on it. I'm going to copy the URL. And then I'm going to go back to the Dropshipping Center. I'm going to click on Go to Analyze. It's the same thing as clicking on Product Analysis up here. Okay, so I'm going to click on Go to Analyze. And then I'm going to put the URL right here. And what it does is, well, since I clicked on Go to Analyze, it already did it. But if you can put another URL for another product there. So what it's doing is it's finding other products that are similar to that one. So now if this product was interesting to you, you don't just want to try and sell that. You want to test the market for this niche, right? For this humidifier. So what you're going to do is you're going to add all these products to your store and see which one is going to sell well. And in order to do that, you can also use the AutoDS extension. Okay, just click on the extension right here on the Chrome extension. Click on Extract. And now all of these 15 products got extracted into my extension. I can click on Export as CSV. Now a CSV file will be downloaded onto my computer. Okay, and then in the AutoDS system, I have it open here somewhere. I can click on Add Products. I can click here on Add Products, multiple products. And here I can go to Upload CSV and drag and drop that CSV file or open your browser. Okay, and do it right here. File is uploaded, added as a draft, and that's it. All those products were added to my store. Now I can test this niche in just 1 minute, just like that. Okay, so use the AliExpress Dropshipping Center, guys. This is going to help you out a lot, especially if you want to know what to sell for Christmas. Okay, so you can just search here for Christmas. Of course, you can choose whatever category you want. You can choose your ship from. So if you guys want to have fast shipping times, for example, if you're drop shipping to the UK, then you want to find Christmas products that can ship from the UK, since AliExpress has warehouses all around the world. Okay, so right now I'm going to ship from UK, search for Christmas. I guess they have no Christmas products coming from the UK, but that's how you're going to do it. If of course they had products in a UK warehouse. You can search by image. You can search for products with free shipping, products that have videos. I'm way too much zoomed in. So anyways, use the AliExpress Dropshipping Center, but also do use the marketplace in AutoDS, where not only can you, of course, search for the products here, but you can also soon have access to the private suppliers. Okay, guys, so take advantage of what you have here. This is huge product data. This is great products, great trending products that are going to sell well during this Christmas. And this is the best advice that I can give you for quickly finding product trends to sell. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing now. Hello, by the way, to everyone who joined the live Q&A. I see you all. I see you, Mujir. Hello, Angela. Hello to everyone that I haven't said hello to yet. We're going to answer you guys' questions soon. We still have a few more things to talk about. But if we haven't talked about something that you're interested in knowing, Okay, and especially if it has to do with Q4 and end of the year sales, ask them now while you still have a chance, while we still have time to answer your questions. Okay, so what are we going to talk about next? We talked about what products to sell. As you said, Daniel, toys are going to sell really well. Just guys, try to stay away from products that you're not allowed to resell. So stay away from big brands, stay away from Pokemon like you saw on AliExpress. Even dropshipping friendly suppliers like AliExpress can sometimes offer products that you're not really allowed to resell. So watch out for that. And if you're using AutoDS, you don't have to worry much because we do have a Vero detector. If you try to import a product that you're not allowed to, you will get a warning message with the reason why you're not allowed to import or sell that product. And then you can decide, it's your responsibility if you still want to sell it. But from toys, stay away from big brands, from all categories, but especially from toys. Electronics, right? We talked about it. Sports. After the holidays, Daniel, as you said, getting back in shape. And right, so we talked about long shipping times, right? But customers are still expecting fast deliveries before the holidays, right? Before Christmas. But they also want to have all their products on time during Christmas. So we already said to increase your handling time. Is there any other advice that we can do to make sure that our products arrive on time?
To message the buyers before to process the orders. We need to understand that the world of buyers is very colorful. There are a lot of kind of people, and there is part of the job, and there are people ordering the 22 December for Christmas and expecting maybe the gift for Christmas. Even our policy says 2 weeks because most of the people just don't look. So it is useless to get upset for this, but we need just to understand that it's part of the job. And as we said before, communicating with buyers. So if we see something that can be a gift or can be important for some buyer, we can just contacting them and explaining that we require some time, giving them realistic day of delivery for the package, not hide, not going around, because there is no point to hide or going around with customers because you will get negative feedback, you will get low metrics. Just be honest, open, and call the customers, explain the situation. And if you see that the situation is just not possible to go handle the situations, do you see too many orders, just increase the shipping time or just stop the week of Christmas to sell, put on holidays, enjoy the holidays. This is important. It's important to make profit, but we need to understand that we need to be also safe on business. We need to be safe on our store, on our metrics and everything, because sometimes it's better to stay 3 4 days of Christmas on holidays on the store and don't risk the metrics, so we can just enjoy time at home. This is also part of the job to understand how to work.
Okay. Yep. It all makes sense. Again, you guys want to be here for the long game. You want to be here for the long run. I've been doing this for over 5 years now, still doing it to this day. And I can gladly say, or I can say with full confidence, that one of the reasons, one of the biggest things that I've been doing to keep my store alive so long is keeping up with customer service. Now, don't think that customer service is going to take up 50% of your time. It's not even going to take up 10% of your time. But that 2%, that 5%, that whatever percent that you need to give in order to provide good customer service is going to take you a really long way down the road. And it just comes to show. I mean, there's so many examples to give. Like, for example, if you're selling on eBay, so customers some customers, let's divide them into what they are. Some into their categories. Some customers are going to reach out to you if they have a problem. They're going to send you a message, and they're going to reach out. If you're on eBay, they're going to send you a message on eBay. If you have a website like on Shopify, Wix, WooCommerce, your own hosting service, they're going to send you, through the contact us form. In any case, they're going to reach out first. Okay. And in places where in marketplaces like eBay, it's more important because after they reach out to you and you don't answer them, they're going to open up a case. They're going to open up an item not received case. They're going to open up a item is damaged case, or anything that will put the spotlight on you, and you're going to have to take care of that. And that's also going to bring your metrics down, and you don't want that in marketplaces like eBay. So when customers reach out to you, make sure that you reach out to them back, reply to them, and help them with their problem. Just a couple of days ago, I had one of my customers reach out to me, and she said that she simply didn't receive the product. Now, I checked the tracking information, and I saw that it did get delivered to her address. This happens sometimes, and it's okay. It's all a part of the business. But if I wouldn't have replied to her, she would have really quickly opened up a case. But what I did say was that I can see that the shipping carrier did deliver the product, but I will check with them and see if there were any problems here. During that time, I ask you, the customer, to check your surroundings, ask your neighbors, ask anyone who lives with you, or friends or relatives, if they may have accepted the package for you. And I did that, and she said that she'll check while I check. And in the next day, she sent me a message saying, "Hey, I'm sorry, I found the package. It was just on the side of the porch, and I didn't look there." And yeah, I was happy to see that instead of seeing it turn into an item not received case. But in other cases where I slept on the customer, I skipped out on him, even on accident, you can be sure that they're either going to open up a case on eBay, or if you're on a hosting platform, they're going to open up a chargeback with the credit card company, or on PayPal, they're going to open up a case, and you're going to have to deal with that. You're going to have to put up with that, and your seller metrics are going to go down too. And that customer is most likely not going to reach out to you again. Okay, they're not going to buy from you again. But those ones that you do give them good customer service, they will remember you for that. And there's a very high chance that they're going to return to purchase from your store again. So be in touch with your customers. Don't get mad every time a customer complains. That is a part of the business. You cannot run any business without going through customer complaints. But once again, that's going to be the small percentage of the things that you will have to put up with in terms of customer service. That is the smallest part of your business, but one of the most important. Okay,
And
I think I
I
put
would
enough here
like
for
to
you.
add that another good idea is to maybe make some kind of budget for yourself, and you can create some coupon like just $5 if orders is late, and or any problem with customers that, as we said, can happen during these seasons. You can just send a little coupon, $5 as courtesy. Most of the customers will be happy. So with a very small amount, that sometimes is just you profit from this specific order. So you maybe don't do profit on the order, but you keep customers happy with a coupon that can buy again from you. And this is a very good strategy to avoid negative feedback, complaints, and making customers very happy and will back to your store.
And that's a good tip for the next topic that I wanted to talk to you about, which is increase in customer service, right? It's inevitable. The more sales we're going to have, the more customers we're going to have to deal with later on. And the increase in customer service means that we're going to have to be out there more for our customers. And one of the ways to do that, as you just mentioned, is to really offer them a coupon, especially if they had a negative time on your store, if they had a negative experience when purchasing from your store. And most of the time, you, the seller, it's not going to be your fault, but you're still going to have to deal with it, especially now when you're making more sales. You're enjoying that profit, right? But now you also need to take care of these buyers. So if you offer them these discounts, you're not losing money. You're gaining these customers back. And even if 2 out of 3 don't come back, or 2 out of 3 don't come back, or 4 out of 5, or even 9 out of 10 don't come back to purchase from you, that 1 out of 10 that will come back could come back again and again. And not just that, also refer their friends and their family, and that will simply make it all worth it again. So it's definitely a good idea. Do you have any other advice for the increase in customer service that we're going to have to put up with during Q4, during Christmas?
Yes, is very critical for any marketplace, Facebook, eBay, Facebook Shop. Even if you run a website on Shopify, is very important to keep very fast time to answer to the customers, especially on test times. As we said, the customers are very colorful, and most of them they don't have just patience to wait. And also, the platforms like eBay, they have internal metrics for sellers, and one of the popular metrics is that they check how long you take to answer to a customers, and usually good sellers should answer within 24 hours. My suggestion is not to consider 24 hours, but consider 12 hours. On this way, you can answer to the customers very quickly, 2 times per day, and solve the issue very quick. For example, I check message on stores, or my VAs checks for me 2 times. So when the shift start on the morning and when the shift end on the afternoon, because when they answer on the morning, and they do all the tasks like orders, fulfillment, returns, and everything, and they finish on the afternoon, the customers that they answer on the morning, we come back on the afternoon, and then we see very fast communication. And this is good for platforms, for customers, and to avoid any kind of issue. Of course, you can also use templates for your answer. If you have common questions, you can save your answers on your notes or on AutoDS. If you're using eBay, there is customer portal that you can use to answer message. All of this can improve your fast and your way to do customer service.
Okay, all good advice, 100%. But even the increase in customer service that we're getting during Christmas usually also leads to high return rates after Christmas, because, you know, more sales, more customer service, and also more returns. Now, of course, we're still going to have a fat profit if we did our jobs correctly, but what would you say about, you know, putting up with the high return rates that we have in Christmas? Before you answer that, I just want to say hello to everyone who joined the live Q&A. I see all of your guys' questions. We still haven't gotten to the questions yet, but we will very, very soon. So hello to everyone who just joined, Zonak, Mujir, versus Bentley, Mohammed, Andre, Angela. I can see all you guys. We're going to answer you guys soon. If you guys haven't asked your questions yet, you still have a few minutes to go before we start answering the questions. So, Daniel, what about the high return rates after Christmas?
This can be very problematic for all the sellers, and usually during the year we have, every seller should have around 1.5% of returns of total orders. This means that every 100 orders you could get between 1 and returns. On Christmas, this can be a lot higher, can be like 5, 6, 7%. Is totally normal. And as we said, like before, it's part of the business. So you need to be sure to select the suppliers that they will allow you to return items, especially if you are using, for example, AliExpress from China. This can be more problematic than using local suppliers like Walmart or Costway or Wayfair, because usually from China you don't return items. So it's important to have a plan for this. For example, if you are drop shipping from China, I suggest you to take all the returns to your home, and you can resell the items by yourself if you can send back to China, but never decline returns to customers. If you are using eBay, anyway, you can't. So it's useless to try. This will just impact your metrics. On eBay and Facebook, they can always return. And on Shopify, doesn't make sense because it's just investment on your brand. Just let them return. They will be happy. They see that they are safe with you, and it's investment for long term. They will come back to buy. So this is my suggestion.
Okay, I have a little bonus for you guys, everyone in this live Q&A. A small bonus, but it has to go with what Daniel just explained. So the returns and the seller metrics, these are all very important. I'm going to share with you guys my screen right now. I'm going to show you my eBay account, and I want to show you where I stand with all of this. And I want you guys to all know I've been doing this for over 5 years. I'm a dropshipper just like everyone else. Nothing special here except my experience and my hard work. So what I'm going to do now is share my screen. Okay, and you guys can see right here that my seller level is above standard. It's not going to go above that, but it's always been above standard for as long as I can remember. Transaction defect rate, 0.00% out of 940 transactions. I've never had a defect in my life because I always took care of all of my cases, of all of my customers. I never lost money. Even if I had to lose a case, I always got backup from the supplier. There was never a case where I had to lose money and I didn't get reimbursed from the supplier. I have 0% transaction defect rates. This is very, very important. If you have transaction defect rates, that means that, for example, you let the buyer win the cases. You didn't answer to the cases. More reasons why it could be a defect rate, right? If you cancel orders because you ran out of stock, there's going to be many reasons, but you need to know how to work well and move around that and never get defects on your accounts. This will keep you here for a long time. And transaction defect rates, you want to avoid them. Offer good customer service. Late shipment rate, 8 out of 933 transactions. That's 0.86%. That's great if you ask me. Cases closed without seller resolution. This is customer service. If you're able to close cases without having eBay step in And more importantly, not having eBay step in, you or the buyer having eBay step into the case because you or the buyer cannot solve this issue, then eBay will step in. And in this case, if they say that you, the seller, are wrong, they're going to refund the buyer the money. And you're also going to get cases closed without seller resolution. And you're also going to get a defect rate. So as you see, I'm on 0. I've never had a case closed without seller resolution. I've never had a transaction defect rate because I know how to offer customer service. Tracking uploaded on time and validated, 89%. I'm still trying to work that up. I used to be at like 98, 97%, but still 89% is good. The customers are not complaining. They're receiving their packages. There's no problems with that. And even if a buyer opens up an item not received case and you didn't upload tracking information, or at least not tracking information that's trackable, you can still win those cases. But I don't even remember the last time I had that issue. Then you've got your transaction and sales. So I had 940 transaction, $42,000 in sales. It's actually a small decline, but I need to just simply put more time on it. The return rate, which is what we're talking about. So check this out. I told you guys that this is going to be about 2 to 5% of your business. I'm not sure exactly what products you're selling and what the return rates there are, but I'm at 1.81% returns out of 940 transactions. 17% of them got returned. Okay, so that's 1.8%. And yeah, if you give good customer service, if you're selling high quality products, you won't have to deal with returns, at least not more than 2%. And that simply puts up this much of your business. Spend the rest of your time researching more products, learning what to sell, learning how to leverage the market, as I talked about in the beginning of this live. And I hope that this is going to help you guys understand how important customer service is for the long run, for the long-term survivability of your business. Okay, we need to get to the questions soon so that we'll have time for it. But let's see if there's anything else that we need to talk about. So we talked about high return rates for Christmas and increasing our return windows, right? Oh no, we didn't talk about that yet. What about the return windows? So we talked about high return rates after Christmas. Can we offer higher return windows for our buyers? Because our suppliers are also going to have to be able to give us higher return windows if we're going to offer it to our buyers. So how exactly does that work?
When you sell, usually we select 30 days return window, especially on eBay and Facebook. This is the minimum for selling, so 30 days. But most of suppliers could offer, for example, Amazon offer 90 days. And if we are using suppliers that are offering more return window, we can also increase. The reason to increase is to have more traffic on our stores, because the window is one important metric that marketplace like eBay and Facebook select to show your store to the customer. So when you increase and you have the same price, or maybe is more expensive than another seller, but you have a return window that is more than another seller, eBay or Facebook could select your item to show to the customer instead than another seller. But we need to be sure that actually we can return these items. But in general, it's very difficult that the customer will decide to return an item after 30 days anyway, because it's not so common to keep a item for 2 months and decide to return it. If someone's one of the returns, usually is on the first weeks.
Okay, so make sure that your suppliers can offer higher return rate, higher return windows, and then you offer it to your buyers too. Of course, that is always a good idea. And last but not least, before we get to the questions, Vero items. So don't sell products that you're not allowed to sell. I already mentioned that. And this is a huge month, huge sales, especially if you're doing the product research right. If you're selling the right amount of products and the right products, then of course you're going to make those sales. Make sure that you're not selling anything that you're not allowed to. With AutoDS's Vero detector, you will be able to avoid that issue. Okay, now I'm going to get to the questions with the time that we have left. Before I get to the questions in this live chat, which is just in 1 minute, I always go to the Facebook community to see if you guys ask questions there first. So I'm going to go to the Facebook community, which is right here. And I see that we have one commenter. So I'm going to reply to you first, Ahmed, before going to the live chat. So how to use a 50% coupon promotion for Black Friday if the selling price in the retailer site does not have a discount and not offering a 50% discount. Okay, so yeah, I will answer you there. If your supplier is not offering a discount, you will also not be able to offer that discount. But that is another reason why you want to work with more than one dropshipping supplier. And if you're wondering what suppliers to work with, just head over to autods.com/suppliers. Here you have about 25 dropshipping suppliers with tens of millions of products that you can resell. So your question, the answer to your question is right here. Okay, you can also filter by regions, and just look for another supplier who sells that product, who can offer a discount, a coupon, and then you can also offer the same. Okay, I'm going to start with the questions here. Here we go. Okay, sorry, my window disappeared. Am I on the right time? I saw. Wait 1 sec, it disappeared. I cannot find it. 1 sec. Yeah, it just froze on my side. 1 sec. Daniel, if you can see, you can answer it for now because my window just closed and I'm trying to find it.
Okay, the first question from Christina. On the right time? Yes, Christina, you were on the right time. I suppose that you are on the live with us, so it's not relevant anymore, this question.
Okay.
We will change very soon.
Yeah, just give me a sec, guys. My MacBook Pro is acting up just about now. I'm trying to open it in another window. It's really annoying when this happens, but it's a part of the business. Here we go. Okay. Okay, guys, next question. Ask your questions now, and now is the time. When I dropship from AliExpress, can I use dynamic shipping? Can I use dynamic policy of AutoDS? If I use dynamic policy of AutoDS, then what is the return policy in your dynamic policy? Because return policy is dangerous in AliExpress. Daniel, you want to take this one?
Yes, of course you can use that, and you can use dynamic policy for all the suppliers on AutoDS. And about the returns, usually the return window is 30 days because this is the minimum you need to sell. So what I suggest you is to check with the suppliers that you are using on AliExpress that he can give you at least 30 days. Because if you don't have at least 30 days returns, it's useless to use these suppliers. Or maybe you can use, but don't expect that you can return the items. So you will need to cover the money.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next question. What is Black Friday? What to sell in Black Friday? And how can I offer a particular product in eBay, like price 100, 40% off, but now at $60? I'll take this one just to help you out really quick. Let me share my screen. So first of all, what is Black Friday and how to sell in Black Friday? Now is the time to do that if you haven't done so yet, because it's at the end of the month. Just go to autods.com/blog or autods.com, hover over resources and click on dropshipping blog. Type Black Friday in the search field, and here you have Black Friday dropshipping top products and tips to multiply your profits. This is a new article that we just published in the previous month, and I'm just going to leave a link to it in the chat. Okay, so you can read this article. It's going to help you get started for Black Friday. Regarding, it's also, how to prepare for it, what products are selling really, really well during this holiday, and best tips for, how to make it, especially with your stores, offering the discounts, how to do it. And you also have, regarding your next question on eBay, you can create coupons on eBay. I don't have enough time to show it now, but you can create coupons on eBay and offer 50%, 60% off, a fixed dollar price off, whatever you want. Just go to eBay, go to the marketing and promotion section, and you will have an option to create a coupon for your buyers. Okay, do that. Offer it to your buyers. And one thing that I like about it is eBay allows you to retarget your customers with this coupon. So customers who viewed your products or customers who bought from you in the past, you can retarget and send them a message automated through eBay and offer them a coupon to come back and repurchase from your store. Okay, so hopefully that answers you there. We have a lot of questions, so I'm going to try to move a little bit faster now. Okay, I figured it was the wrong time. Yeah, Daniel answered your first question if it was the right time. That happened at the last live Q&A I attended. By the way, we have a timer on the website. We're going to switch the timer also because our timer was also 1 hour before the timer for the live, all because we set the back in hours, so you're all in 45 minutes. Okay, thanks, Christina. If I dropship from AliExpress and I use your dynamic policy, then how can I change did we answer this one?
Yes. Anyway, if you use dynamic policy, I want just add something quickly. You can, and you are selling on eBay or Facebook or Shopify, you can always go to your settings on the marketplace where you are selling and change manually the return policy.
Okay. What's the best level of AutoDS for a beginner? Hey, John. By level, do you mean what's the best subscription? It depends on what store, what selling channel you want to use, and how many products you want to import. Don't start with the biggest package. I mean, It would be nice, but it would be a waste if you don't have that many products to sell. But if you already know that you have 1,000 products to list, 2,000 products to list, then don't start with the 100 package. Start with the 1 or 2,000, depending on how many products you want. But if you already have a goal of where you want to be 2 weeks or 1 month from now, use that package instead of upgrading your package every day or two. My biggest problem listing, hi again, Christina. Now we can answer your question. My biggest problem listing is that I don't feel right marking up my products to make a big profit. How do I choose products that I find products that are low price that I can sell for a huge profit? Wait, hold on. You don't feel right marking up your products to make a big profit. So how do you find low products that you can sell for a huge profit? So you're going back to what you want to do. You want to mark up and sell products at an expensive price. I'm doing that. I'm like, purchasing for $10, selling for $25. Purchasing for 30, selling for about 55. That's usually how I do it, about almost 2 times the source price. I don't care what product I'm selling. I don't care what category it's from, as long as it's selling and I'm making my profit. The customer's happy. He purchased a product. He expected to receive it. He received it. He's not going to do anything more than that. He's not going to go to all of the websites in the world and see where he could buy it, where he could find it at a cheaper price. Customers don't do that. You don't do that after you purchase a product. So mark up don't worry about making a profit, Christina. Don't be afraid of making a profit. Once you'll start to do it, you'll also start to get addicted to it, and you won't want to go back. Hey, 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀. Lately, it's been difficulty using suppliers such as Amazon and Costco. I agree. Amazon because they close Amazon buyer accounts. That's correct. Costco for canceling orders. This has been a problem for an issue. Amazon used to close buyer accounts who used to abuse gift cards. Today, they're even closing buyer accounts who are even using credit cards with the Prime issue. Daniel, how would you want to tackle this?
We have very few solutions, guys. So first is just fight on that, build a system. I personally use still Amazon, but I use also other suppliers. But for Amazon, I built a system. This means to have a lot of accounts to work for, split the orders, routing them on the accounts, so don't stock. This means, of course, more investment because maybe you need softwares like multi-login, like proxies to keep them separate. So you need to spend money and requires times, organization. But today we need to just change our business and understand that it's always working. Or you can use new suppliers, other suppliers. For example, Walmart is good alternative to Amazon, has very good shipping time, very good products, and you can use the marketplace of AutoDS to find new products. Soon you will have new suppliers. So don't stuck just on old ways. You can, but you need just adapt to your business, or you can also discover new ways. And sometimes new ways means also more profit, more business models to understand. So it's always good to try.
I completely agree with you there. The harder way to do it is to open up multiple accounts and try to work with the whole, proxies and all of that. It's still possible, but much more difficult. You'll still have to go through account verifications and, find other people's, use other people's information. And it just gets kind of messy. The better way to go around it is to just look for others. Don't look for other suppliers because they're already there. Just start working with more suppliers. And like Daniel mentioned, once you start this and you see that it starts to work, you'll think to yourself, why didn't I do this a while back? Because this is pretty good. I mean, it's profitable. I'm making sales. Why was I stuck doing only one thing up until now? Which suppliers applicable to use for drop shipping? So yeah, so like the examples Daniel just gave you, I also highly advise 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀 to go to autods.com/suppliers. You'll get your answer there. Also, when using Walmart, Sam's Club as suppliers and ordering using AutoDS fulfilled by AutoDS feature, does use tax exemption for those suppliers? Thanks. It doesn't use tax exemption, but 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀, raise your prices a little bit more and get that tax back into your profit. Don't worry about it. When I have a low buying price, less than $10, and it's marked for 30% profit, I'm only making about $2. Yeah, 30% profit is too low, Christina. I work with higher profit margins than that, but it really depends. I mean, everybody works differently. Daniel, I know that you are working more in bulk ways, so your profit margin is actually lower than this, right? I'm not sure. I don't know exactly what your profit margin is, but in my store, it's no less than 50%. Lower price items, I even make more than that, 70-80%. And yeah, I take everything into consideration there, and I see that the sales are still pouring in. So, it's a good profit margin for me. Daniel, could you share a little bit about the profit margin that you're used to working with?
Yes, I would like to share two things. The first is that for low orders, like under $10, as Christina is asking, it's always good to use the feature to fixed profit. This means
Yeah.
that if you use, for example, you want at least $4 profit, you can put 4, and it's on the same settings on AutoDS settings pricing. You find profit on percent and profit on dollars, and the dollars means that will be fixed. So if you put 0% and $4, you will have $4 for each order on profit, or you can just mix them, percent and dollars. And another things that I would like to share is to not talk just about the price, because price when we sell on marketplace like eBay, we need to understand that they have 25 million sellers and more 200 million customers. This means that before to be a marketplace, they have search engines like Google and like Bing. What do I mean? I mean that they take care of a lot of information to show products to the customers. It's not just about price, it's about title, images, about seller metrics, about demand, about routing the sellers, and a lot more. So don't talk just about price. Try to understand how marketplace works and how you can sell, and depend also on strategies. And also, I would like to share to everybody, if you need help with pricing, we are offering 14 days trial on mentorship, so you can join and you can talk directly to me, and I will be happy to help you with price or any dropshipping strategy question you have.
Yes,
But
this is a
don't
great,
look.
great time to talk about that, guys. There's a mentorship program. Everything that Daniel is saying is just the tip of the iceberg. You have 14-day free trial on the mentorship program. So with nothing to lose and everything to gain, I highly suggest for all you guys who need extra help, whether it's profitability, getting started to sell on new marketplaces that you have no experience with, what suppliers to use, how to automate your business the right way, how to find the products, how to scale your business, how to fulfill your orders, how to take care of your customers, everything through the mentorship program with 14 days absolutely free trial. Try before you buy. Again, nothing to lose, everything to gain. We got less than 5 minutes left, so we're gonna have to zip through this. I was only selling 1 or 2 items a day on Amazon, but they sent me a warning to stop reselling. Which supplier would you suggest? We already answered that one. Just watch the live again if you missed it. What is the ideal shipping time I have to select when I drop ship from AliExpress? Sagar, I will just answer it really quickly because we're really out of time. Use whatever shipping time that AliExpress seller can offer. So if you see that the seller on AliExpress has fast shipping time in his ratings, he's got like 4.7 and up, then you know that he ships out on time. See what his shipping methods are, how fast he ships, and that should be your answer right there. Okay, when you try to order the product, click on the shipping times and you'll have the answer there. Do you have an update on Facebook Marketplace being fully automated with AutoDS? No, but I know that it's currently I'm not sure exactly how much it's done, but it's in process. It's in advanced stages. When will the limits of Fulfilled by AutoDS be Amazon 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀? I have no idea. I'm also using Fulfilled by AutoDS, but you can also fulfill the orders by yourself. I'm doing some by myself and some through FBA. The website of Aquiline is down. Excuse me. Is this the one that works with AliExpress orders? Yes, I just got a new seller and need to convert the tracking number so that I don't breach eBay's dropshipping policies. Angela, if you're using automated orders on AutoDS, you can just use 𝗶𝗺𝗀𝗀. And
Aquiline is not working for AliExpress.
Yeah. Does 𝗶𝗺𝗀𝗀 work with AliExpress though? It should. Or it's only with
I
TBA
think
actually. It's
no,
only with
no,
TBA.
𝗶𝗺𝗀𝗀𝗀 doesn't work.
Yeah,
Use
the best
normal
advice
tracking.
here, I don't have this issue because I always choose tracking with information, orders with tracking information available. I never send out orders that don't have tracking, and tracking should mostly be supported by eBay. I haven't had many cases where it's not, but you can always prove, even if you don't have reliable tracking information. Oh, that just reminded me that we added a new shipping company, a new tracking converter today that works with all of your orders. I don't remember their names, but just stay tuned, guys, because we're going to talk about that soon. Any advice? Already got it. I'm using AutoDS. Is there any option to reduce photo quality import from Amazon? No, but why do you want to reduce the photo quality? First of all, your metadata is being cleared from your images, and not only that, it's not reducing your page load speed time. You don't really have to worry about that. Okay, next. I'm using AutoDS. Is there any option to? Yeah, we already talked about that. Hi, Liran, I'm on the plan that has a max of 100 products. Hello, Angela. Will the extraction via the extension work? Yeah, definitely. But as soon as you try to import more than 100 products, you'll have to upgrade your package there to continue. I want to try Costway UK as a supplier, but I see even lower prices that Costway has on the same products. How can I compete with these sellers? If you're using Costway UK, but you see Costway US selling cheaper, it's not really relevant because you're selling to the UK audience and they have to deal with UK's prices. Okay, so that shouldn't really be an issue there. Guys, we're just out of time, so I'm going to do it really quick. I have an order of product that's out of stock on the supplier's website. I sent 5 messages in the last 2 days to customer, but no response. Do you advise me to ship or cancel? If it's out of stock, how can you ship? You can't. What you should do, Mohammed, if he's not answering and your shipping time is over already, you should have already shipped it out already. What you should have done was look for other suppliers for the same product. We talked about it in this live. When the product runs out of stock, and it's going to happen to you during Christmas, you need more suppliers to look for a similar product. Okay, and if you haven't done that yet and the customer is not responding, you can cancel the order, send him a refund, and just tell him that that the product was on its way and the shipping company may have lost the package, and you will send a new one out as soon as it comes out. I have a couple more reasons, but I have to zip through this. Can we list on eBay small branded products without brand owner's permission? It's not Vero. It's most likely Vero if they trademarked or patented their products. You will get a Vero message on eBay. My first Q4, what top tip can get green everyone? Okay, Versace. We gave all the best tips in this live. Just watch it again. Okay, and let me know in the next live if you still need help, because we'll still be before Christmas. I'm an international seller from Sri Lanka who's selling on US using US location. I'm looking to expand to UK market as well. Is it safe to use 2 locations from my current eBay account? So you want to sell to 2 different locations on an eBay account? There's no problem with that. Just make sure that your item location policy is correct. If you're shipping from the UK, let them know that you're shipping from the UK. Same from the US, same from China.
But remember that in UK you need to register your company to UK government because they introduced new law last year. So they will add 20% on top of your listings.
For VAT, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good tip. Guys, I have to end it. Do you accept offers for buyers who have low to zero feedback? Yeah, sure. Why not? If they pay and if they pay eBay and eBay pays you and then they get a chargeback, eBay is not going to take the money from you. You don't have to worry. I recently got a dispute open for the reason the buyer did not recognize the transaction. This was open November 6th. Suddenly all sales stopped. What should I do? The sales didn't stop because of that, Takshila. You can be 100% sure of that unless your account got suspended for any reason. But if they didn't recognize the transaction, let eBay take care of that. And if you have a good seller history, they're not going to deduct those funds from you. It happened to me only a couple of times. I never got the money deducted from me. I challenged the dispute and provided tracking information. Great. So you're not going to lose it, which I got from AutoDS Aqualine. That's fine. It seems to be invalid. Please help me. What do you mean it seems to be invalid? I used Blue Care and Aqualine in these cases, and it worked. One customer gave me negative feedback. Buyer put on feedback. Seller sent from Amazon product. Can I appeal to remove? Yeah, you can try. eBay is most likely going to remove that because they don't like seeing the words Amazon on their platform. They don't care if you did it or not. Buyers are scamming these days. They're opening new eBay accounts and blackmail, saying they will put negative feedback if not refund and things like that. I've never had that in my 5 years of drop shipping, but a buyer cannot open a new account and leave a negative feedback. They're going to have to actually purchase the product and leave a feedback under that account.
Anyway, this is a blackmailing and eBay will remove this.
That's right.
Just tell them.
Yeah. Sorry, Daniel. I'm just trying to move really quickly. I'm not giving you a chance, but that's good advice. When do I mark my items as shipped on eBay, or does this happen automatically? It happens automatically if you're using order automation on AutoDS. AutoDS will just update the tracking information in the system and also on your stores as soon as tracking is available from your suppliers. So you don't have to worry about it. But if you're doing it by yourself, then you will have to move the order to tracked, provide tracking information, and then the buyer will know about it. If I choose cheapest with tracking in AutoDS, then there are 2 options: AliExpress with free shipping. There's cheapest with tracking, and then there is fastest, doesn't matter the price, and something else. I don't really remember, but I usually go with cheapest with tracking. What is a free shipping with 30 days? And second one is free shipping with 15 days. And what AutoDS will choose in what order?
The shortest one.
Yeah, because you went with the fastest. If I want to automate the whole process on AutoDS without interfering to any issues such as refunds, customer issues, or opening tickets on AutoDS, what VAs do you guys suggest to use? There's a huge post that we have in our community. Just look for AutoDS VA Facebook on Google, and you should find that post right away. Right there's a huge post with hundreds of comments of VAs looking for jobs and people, dropshippers, looking for VAs to hire them. Okay, I don't have time to put the link here. I have just a couple comments left and we are done. How do you deal with shipments that are delayed that exceed standard shipping 5 to 8 business days? We talked about it in this live. up your handling times, especially now during the Q4 holiday season. And after the holiday season, of course, bring it back as soon as you see that the suppliers are starting to calm down again. How many sales does an item need per month for you to drop ship? I've even found products with 0 reviews. I just know that they're trending and it's a new arrival, so I'm still going to sell it on my store even if it doesn't have any reviews, but or any sales. But that's if you have experience. If you don't have experience, start with those that have good reviews. Doesn't matter how much. You can also go to the reviews to see that they're recent, that they're reviews not from a year ago. If it's only 5 reviews, but it's from the last month, it's a good product. How many sell? Yeah, we talked about this one. How can I communicate with an agent with AutoDS? Open up a support ticket, and that is it. Okay, guys, thank you for joining this live Q&A session. I hope that we helped you. Daniel, thank you very much for joining us. Guys, I wish you the best of luck with your Christmas sales, with your Q4 sales. Again, we're here every 2 weeks with these live Q&As to help you out with any part and every part of your dropshipping and e-commerce business. Thank you for joining. And Daniel, once again, thanks for being here today.